Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special bonus reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you are interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. This is going to be a kind of a fun bonus reading all about what are people saying and thinking about you. So I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The overall energy is going to come from the Human Spirit Oracle, and your tarot reading will be with the Artist Decoded Tarot. Spirit is muting my ear right now. Your spirit guides have come in. I have a feeling you already know what they're saying about you, or you have an inkling. You have an inkling of what they're saying about you, Pisces. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What are people saying about Pisces at this time, Spirit? One card, please. This is interesting. Number 3, which corresponds to the Empress card in the Major Arcana. That's Taurus energy overall and Libra as well. Empress card talks about the power of the divine feminine, somebody who wields the power of all 4 queens of the tarot. And your card is commune with nature. Commune with nature. So, Spirit just said getting back to your roots, Pisces. People are seeing you as, maybe you've been kind of dressing more with earth tones. You've been kind of using or surrounding yourself with fabrics that are more natural, that are kind of linen or cotton based, or wool. Something about your clothing might give some impression that people are feeling comfort around you, a sense of warmth, a sense of groundedness. Commune with nature can also talk about this connection to the earthly plane as well. I feel Ace of Pentacles energy with this big kind of celestial body behind her, which I interpret as the moon. So Pisces, that could be a beautiful reference to you, as Pisces represents the moon card of the Major Arcana of the tarot. Interesting too that she has a book in her hands, but there's no title, there's no words on it. This could be a journal of some kind. You could be journaling, kind of, again, getting back to your roots by communing with yourself. I don't know, I feel as though maybe people are noticing that there's a beautiful self-awareness about you lately. Can't help but notice the third eye jutting out of this character's forehead. So not just communing with nature, but communing with spirit as well. Maybe you've been practicing deep meditation or praying. This could be the good book, right? It could be a book of prayer of whatever kind you ascribe to. There's a preciousness about it, the way that she's holding the book. So I did this, this was during the pandemic. I did this, I was like a guest on a podcast called Once Upon a Line. And the producer of that podcast, the host, is a producer for a radio station in Canada, actually. And I talked about a book that was very important to me. And then she asked me for a picture with that book. And I have a picture of myself holding this book, and just because of the way I feel about it, I want to hug it. well, if you're curious, maybe it's relevant to you. The book is by Maggie Nelson, who is a cultural theorist, philosopher, poet. She's brilliant. And she's written a lot of books, some controversial, some esoteric. Not for everyone, but Maggie Nelson wrote a book called Bluettes, where she talked about the color blue. And you can still find this podcast. It's called Once Upon a Line. If you're interested in listening to my episode about Bluettes. But it's a really beautiful book. But the way that I held the book reminds me of how she's holding the book. There could be something that is really just close to your heart, precious to you, meaningful to you. And so people are seeing that. I mean, it feels like a very lush, full, rich, warm energy. It's relatable, Spirit wanted me to say. I don't know why Spirit wanted me to say that. Is Pisces not relatable? I mean, I guess sometimes. I'm a Pisces moon. So, I mean, Pisces are known for being very intuitive, very psychic, very wise old souls, right? Pisces are the old souls of the zodiac. So maybe this is a different vibe that you're giving off these days, where you're a little bit more accessible to people, relatable. I'm going to get 3 cards for the base spread. I'm just going to get 3 cards, no clarifiers today. Just to, wow, all 3 of your cards came out in reverse. Interesting. Just to take a temperature on what people are thinking and saying about you. 3 of Swords in the reverse to start the reading. It's pretty intense card to start with. And we have double 3. This also happened in the Cancer reading. They also got 3-3. Different cards, but I don't think that's a coincidence. You may have Cancer placements in your chart. You might want to watch that reading. 3 of Swords is the heartbreak and heartache card. It's this card where we've been disappointed, almost beyond repair. Heartbroken, almost beyond repair. Thank you, Spirit. But I was just about to say, but not all is lost. There is this sense of wanting to heal. But maybe people are seeing you, maybe you've experienced some kind of setback lately, and people are, it's almost like people are empathizing with you or relating to you in some way, but they see that you're trying to work yourself through it. I mean, maybe that's why there could be this change in temperature of your outward personality. I don't know why outward personality is so important. Now Spirit is showing me, a couple weeks ago, I dyed my hair literally for the first time in my entire life. In my entire life, I was so scared to do it. And now it's just like, oh, it's just brown, right? But they're showing that to me just to emphasize the fact that there could be something in your physical appearance that is different, and that is making a different impact on when people who know you see you. Right? But it could be in response to this 3 of Swords in the reverse, where you're just kind of working through something that has been challenging or difficult at this time. Right? But there's some people that might also know what this 3 of Swords is all about, because it's the first card that came out. So this is kind of, it's your reading, but from somebody else's perception of you. This is what they're seeing. And they're also seeing the Sun in reverse. The Sun, number 19 of the major arcana, Leo energy, arguably the best card in the tarot. I always say arguably because I don't know that the tarot should necessarily have a worse card and a best card, but if I had to choose a worse card and a best card, these 2 would be it. So kind of polar opposites of energy showing up in your reading together. And the Sun is also in reverse. The Sun talks about abundance, clarity, illumination, life-giving energy. Right? Without the Sun, we would not exist. point blank period. Spirit just wanted me to say point blank period. I don't know. Is that something that you say? I don't say that. Wasn't Point Blank a movie? Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, Point Blank. That could be a movie that you relate to. I don't know. I saw that movie. It was not very good. Love Keanu Reeves though. So, this is interesting. So the sun typically depicts a baby or a cherub on a horse, but they're traditionally without clothing in the Rider-Waite-Smith version of the tarot. In this one, they're wearing all white. I don't know why that's relevant. I know that there are a lot of cultures that for certain holidays, certain events, they wear all white, especially culture. The culture I'm thinking about is Ethiopian. You could be Ethiopian. I don't know why it's relevant. I just want to say it. The Sun card usually bestows another kind of warmth, a warmth of abundance. It's almost like the universe finally giving you that great big hug that you've been waiting for, that hug of prosperity, of good fortune, of love, of friendship. It's the whole thing, the whole package of abundance. And you got this card in reverse. So it's kind of like telling me that things are on the precipice of changing for the better for you, but we're still in this kind of transitionary period. And it's almost like people are watching what I believe is the evolution of Pisces, because we are always evolving, or at least I think we should be, right? So you are just kind of transforming, I think, before their eyes, because now it's like Spirit showing me all these eyes. They're big eyes too. It's like before their eyes, people are starting to witness a transformation within you, Pisces. And we end here with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Like I said, you got all your cards in reverse. Not a bad thing, not a good thing. It's just a way for me to interpret the cards. Ace of Wands, all the aces bring new from Spirit, new opportunities, new chances, new breakthroughs, new epiphanies, new finances, new doors opening, new conversations. So the Wand suit, which is fire energy, talks about action, impulse, initiation, that spark of creativity. This is abundance overflowing in the creative department. You got this card in reverse. So it's like when people look at you, they know something is brewing. So now Spirit is showing me a coffee maker and the percolator, and it's like the coffee is, you press the button, it's about to drip, 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 drip to make the pot of coffee. Why Spirit? Maybe you're about to make yourself a pot of coffee, I don't know. But it's like the percolator, percolating. Things are brewing, those kinds of terms. Things are bubbling. Things are about to, Spirit just said pop off again. I don't know where that expression is coming from, but it's pretty funny. I don't actually, I say pop off, but not very often. But things are about to pop off. Kind of like, okay, now they're showing me like a champagne bottle. That's the cork is about to pop off, right? So there is celebration coming, but it from the perspective of what people are saying about you, it feels like potential. They see a lot of change in you for the better, but they also understand, at least the people probably closest to you, whoever's energy I'm picking up on, they know what you've been through, and they know what you're capable of. Get a card of advice for you, Pisces, from Spirit. Another card in reverse, but I love to see this card, and I love to see this card both upright in the reverse and in the reverse. Queen of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It's an emphasis on Cancer, but Queen of Cups is beautiful Beautiful energy. She's loving, compassionate, giving. She always pours from her cup. Her cup overflows, right? But when the card is in reverse, for me as a reader, this is Spirit and I have come to this conclusion together, my spirit guides and I. When I see the Queen of Cups in reverse, it talks about self-care. So Spirit is saying, continue on the path of self-care, of looking at your needs, understanding what those are, questioning if you are kind of following through on the path to healing that someone in your life believes is a necessity at this time. So that's your reading, Pisces. It was a quick one. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.